At Real America's Voice, we know that you want to be a part of something bigger. That's why we've teamed up with AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens, to build a real community of folks who care about faith and our country's future.
There is no force on earth that can stop us from saving our country.
Want to be a part of this movement? It's easy. Just scan the QR code on your screen right now. That's right. Grab your phone and scan the QR code to join the AMAC and Real America's Voice family today. By scanning the QR code, you'll unlock exclusive content, connect with like-minded Americans, and be first in line for events that celebrate our shared values. So don't wait. Scan the QR code. Join us today and become part of a community that stands for faith, family, and freedom.
Real rights, they come from God.
With AMAC and Real America's Voice. Go ahead. Scan the QR code now.
Welcome back, everyone. We're getting you ready for the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange. It's set to ring here in, let me look at my clock here. Of course, my phone is old. In about 6 minutes from right now, we, of course, will take you there. Here's a look at pre-market trading. Not starting off on such a positive note. Really only one positive spot at the very bottom of our screen. But we'll continue to monitor all of this for you. And again, we'll take you to the New York Stock Exchange for the opening bell here in just a few minutes. First, though, let's get you over to David Brody. David, sir, good morning.
Good morning to you, T. Bates. All right, time now for our daily dose of dollars and common sense. It's Jake Novak time. He's the American Sunrise Early Edition host. He's also the guy behind Jake's Takes Substack. All right, Jake, good to see you. So there's billionaire Bill Ackman has long been hinting that he's got a plan to reduce mortgage costs in America. So now apparently is it time for the big reveal? What's going on?
Yeah, tomorrow he's going to do an X Spaces and explain what he's been hinting at for a long time, which is consolidating Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae, which are the federally backed, basically, mortgage clearinghouse banks, into one. And he thinks that that will really consolidate costs as well and lower costs. Look, I'm all for new ideas, David. And the fact that when anyone proposes a new idea, they get these crazy pushbacks like President Trump did with the 50-year mortgage. That's very suspect to me. Doing what we've been doing all along, the old stuff, isn't going to work. We know it isn't going to work. And I really dislike when people don't even give a new idea a chance. So I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to watch it and I'll see if I think it makes sense. And hopefully it'll help. Anything to help. This is my biggest, as you know, this is my biggest concern about the economy, the affordability of housing. I have some ideas of my own as well, but I'm certainly not going to turn a deaf ear to someone else's ideas. And so I'm looking forward to it. I hope it makes sense.
All right. You're going to give peace a chance, as John Lennon would say, or at least give this a chance. All right. President Trump also trying to reduce costs. So this time, apparently, at the grocery store. What's his latest move on that front? This is important. I mean, they need to work on this.
Yeah, David, this is one of my biggest pet peeves now. And this is one of the stupidest things that people are saying all the time. The Democrats and lefties and other people who are ill-informed. Have you heard this thing where they say taco? Trump always chickens out. If you know someone who's saying that, tell them that it makes them sound stupid. I mean, it makes them sound like they don't understand business. What Trump does is offer and counteroffer. He bobs and weaves. That's what business people do. And don't embarrass yourself by saying taco. Yes, President Trump imposed tariffs on El Salvador, Guatemala, and Argentina. And now he's going to rescind some of them. He's going to cut some of them because he wants to get grocery prices lower, but he's not getting rid of them entirely. This is about give and take. Just because you have a policy, it's not like Trump is a career diplomat or bureaucrat who's never going to change a policy. So if you know anyone who says taco over this tariff thing, tell them that it's making them sound stupid and they shouldn't do it. This is what we do in business, and I like this. He's going to go back and forth, and maybe he'll bring the tariffs higher again. I don't know, but this is about business. It's a living, moving thing.
Well, yeah, it's called flexibility. It's called the art of the deal. This is what you do. I mean, it's obvious. It's ridiculous. And by the way, anytime I hear Trump and taco, I think of that Cinco de Mayo spot he cut in the first campaign.
That was hilarious. Yeah, with
that's
the tostada.
Classic.
It was just,
Gosh. All right, less than a minute left. You got Ford's CEO. He's echoing a concern about the American workforce that we've heard for years from other voices, but he might be in a position to do something about it. So tell us here, sir.
Yeah, I'll tell you real quickly. Jim Farley saying he can't get enough mechanics. Like, we know about this. We know about the skilled blue-collar worker crisis in America. That's nothing new. But when Jim Farley talks about it at Ford, he can do something about it. He can tell the UAW to go pound sand, and that they're going to start their own training programs and apprentice programs. And the unions, again, because they don't care about new workers at the unions. They just want Viagra and other retirement benefits for their older and retired workers. That's the UAW is just a retirement Ponzi scheme. That's all it is. And it's not bringing new workers in. So Farley needs to team up with President Trump and people like me who will say, this is the right way to go. Start your own apprentice programs. You've got the money, you have the room and the space. Do it and forget the UAW.
Jake Novak, always appreciate your time. Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
All right. Oh, and a salute. I love the salute at the end. It feels so official. It's like it's over. That's it. We're done. All right. Time for T-Bates at this New York Stock Exchange. It's sponsored by AMAC. T-Bates.
The Association of Mature American Citizens is the conservative voice for Americans 50 and older. AMAC is fighting for the values that you hold dear. Join today. Together, we can write the course of America.
We're less than a minute away from the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange. You're going to hear applause momentarily, and that will be our countdown for the bell. You hear the applause right there. And we showed you the pre-market trading numbers just a little while ago, not starting this week of trading off on such a hot note, but hopefully all of that will change once the runners get moving there and on the floor at the New York Stock Exchange, and once this day of trading gets underway. Webster Bank is at the podium. The bell is now ringing, which means the markets are officially open. And just like that, we're seeing a bit of a change. The Dow and the S&P 500 are still down, but it looks like the NASDAQ, well, for a second it was up, and now it just went back down. Really only one bright spot. Earlier when we showed you this board, crude oil was up, but it is back down in the red as well. So a topsy-turvy day already starting there at the New York Stock Exchange as the markets are up and down, up and down, up and down. Hopefully they will close up, particularly if you're going to be one of the people investing. Still to come here on American Sunrise, the feud between Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene and President Trump continues to escalate. We'll have the very latest for you after the break. First, though, here's a word from David Brody about what you need to know about Crypto.com.
You know, Trump Media just signed a massive $6.4 billion deal with Yorkville Acquisition Corp and Crypto.com, which is the crypto platform trusted by millions of users worldwide. They're teaming up to acquire up to $6.4 billion in CRO to establish America's first publicly traded CRO treasury, the Trump Media Group's CRO strategy. Once complete, this new company is going to be the largest publicly traded CRO holder out there. Well, if you're ready to join the crypto revolution, here's what you do. You head to Crypto.com today and be part of this historic move. Once again, Crypto.com. Do not wait. For more information on this proposed business combination, also check out Yorkville Acquisition Corp's public filings.